Okay guys, so this is Airgun's Raider and Hip Shot, my Airgun companion. Guys, today we're gonna go ahead and test the waters on this no-name Artemis CP400 type airgun. Thank you to one of my subscribers who was telling me that he had more information about this and what it was and what it is, guys. So you can go look at the comment in the video that I put on in terms of what this is. Also, guys, I'm gonna do just a little target shooting, guys. Nothing heavy, just sitting at a bench rest and doing a few shots, just to kind of compare the three of these pistols. So they're all pellet pistols, guys. So that's what today is going to be. Stay tuned. Oh, also, guys, I forgot. May or may not get around to testing out the M&P Scorpion DIY build, but if I get a chance and I have time, I may just do some shots out of that, see how it's doing. Okay, guys, so I'm out in my range now. This is my current setup for today. I've got my gun rest and I have my monocular, hopefully to get some shots of the target. These are the guns that we're going to use today. So that's my setup for today. So guys, this is a monocular that I bought for shooting videos. This will be my first time using it. Not quite sure if I have it positioned right, but we'll see based on my current camera that I'm using. So also, guys, that's where the target is. Let's see if I can't zoom in a bit. But yeah, I'll be able to zoom in better with my monocular straight onto the target. The other thing is, guys, okay, so I have my range set up so I can have different lighting settings. So I can shoot in the dark, I can use backlighting, I can use just direct light or indirect light on it. So let's see what, I'm gonna turn the main light off. So that's with the main light off, guys. So the other light I have is one, so I don't have to fumble around in the dark. I can also turn that off. Let's see what it looks like. So that's with the light I used in order for me to set my pellets and different things like that, or loading and whatnot. But this is what it looks like. So one of the other things, guys, is I sometimes have to use my pad in order to get shots of myself while I'm shooting and transfer over. We'll see if that works today. Okay, guys, so one of the other things I'm going to do is, since I can use the sight if I wanted to off and on each of these, because they have 11 millimeter dovetail. I'm just going to go ahead and take the optic off, and I'm going to attempt to shoot iron sights. I don't do that too often, guys, because my eyesight is not so good. I'm going to have to wear my glasses, my prescription glasses, along with my eye protection. So we'll see how that works out. So just so you know, we know that these are 1.77 pellet shooters. So today, guys, I'm gonna be shooting the Crosman Premier 7.4 grain pellets. We're going to start with the Beeman P17. It has to be manually loaded, so I think that's going to be the first choice each time we shoot. The other two are CO2. So that's going to I'll have to try to do as fast as I can with this one. This one, guys, shoots really nicely for me. Trigger is nice. Trigger pull, I would say somewhere about a 4. I'm going to do about 5 shots, guys, on each one. That's 3 shots. This one, guys, is a little difficult to load. You have to load it from the top. You got big monster hands like I do, guys. It's I don't know, it's a little tricky. But it'll work in there. The thing I like about this one the most, guys, is that it automatically goes back to safety. When you're using it. Okay, so that's 4, guys. Another thing I don't like about it is a finger biter. You don't watch your fingers. You're gonna get big clothing. Next up, we have the Crosman Vigilante. Now this one, guys, is a little longer pull. Unless you there's a single and double action. Unless you're using the single action. No, in this case, I probably could. I'm not going to be fair to the other pistol that's coming up. going to shoot 5 out of what is what is not an Artemis. It's a PP 02 4.5. Just an air branded pistol, which is it looks like a clone of the Artemis CP400. So we'll get 5 shots out of this one. So this one, guys, a couple things about it right quick before I shoot it. I don't like the way the cylinders load. The pellets fall out easily, so it's kind of tricky. And then the other thing, guys, is that the iron sights on these guys, there's no elevation or windage, whereas on the Vigilante and the Beeman P17 you have elevation and windage adjustments. You don't have that on this one, so hopefully we'll just be shooting and see how it does. Okay guys, so we'll just do one single shot on each of these. Start with the Beeman P17. Now we're going to try the PP02. Okay guys, to finish up this video, I thought I'd do some shots on the Gong target with my P17, my Beeman P17. One thing, because I didn't want to put any more CO2 in my other 2 pistols, and this one doesn't require CO2, so let's see what we can do. So this. So just a few shots, guys. I need to get me some fix it better with some other types of holders, maybe a chain or something, but right now it's just makeshift until I do something different. So yeah, wrapping up the video, guys, I'm gonna go and finish up with a tabletop review on the shooting, and then we'll wrap it up on that one. I'm gonna go ahead and do a few more shots here on this Gong target, and see you guys when we get into the table. So guys, at the end of the day, I'm done now, out in my range, guys. you know, I'm really happy with my range, guys, because I have all these guns, air guns and stuff that I've gathered throughout the years that I've been collecting, and I needed something. I wanted to do something that would fit what I do, that I could set up and I could target shoot or plink or test air guns right out of my garage, guys. And so, I came up with the ideas that I wanted to do and just put it together. It's not a whole lot, guys. It's just put together the way I like it and the way I wanted it to be. And so it serves its purpose. So, guys, I'd say to you, whatever range you shoot, guys, whether it's just a bucket or some type of target that you have set out in the yard for plinking, guys, get it to suit the way you want and you'll be happy. I'm happy with mine because I can set it up to do whatever I want, including plinking, guys. So I enjoy sometimes plinking toys and things like that, guys, and I can do it right here because I have a way to multiple setup with this thing to serve whatever purposes that I want. Okay, guys, so finished with the range session. I'm gonna go ahead and go over, as I said earlier, what some of the results were and what I think about these guns, because there were some things that happened on the range that I want to cover. So let me see where to start. So, okay, guys, so we'll start with the BP, or the Beeman P17. Okay, so guys, one of the things I enjoyed about shooting this gun right here is the construction of this gun. It might be nice if this gun was in the CO2 version and it had the same qualities about it, and the feel and fit of the way this thing is. So I like the trigger on this thing a lot because it's snappy and it's crispy. There's not a lot of creep, and it has a real good trigger pull. So that's one thing I liked about it. And also, guys, I like the way it feels in the hand and the heft of it. So it really feels nice as a shooter. Okay, guys, next up, we're going to talk about the Crosman Vigilante. So I want to take the grips off of this one, guys. And I want to talk a little bit about the structure of this gun. I like the way this gun is put together. This part from here to here is metal, guys. This is all metal, from the trigger guard to the trigger to the hammer. It's all metal. It has a nice hefty feel. That somehow they figured that they could use polymer for the barrel shroud on this one, guys. So that's it's okay with me with what they did. I like it. So, but what I don't like is, guys, take the grips, because the grips, guys, I think could be better. They just come off as really plastic feeling and plasticky. But even though once you put them together, that feeling, even though they have a cheaper feel apart, together, guys, they really feel great. But the problem with it is that they have a seam here, and I don't know if you can hear that or see that. It's not solid, so it doesn't feel solid when you're shooting and stuff. It just doesn't. It's got movement. It's not all that great. So that's one thing I don't like about it. And otherwise, this is one of my favorite guns to shoot. I like the way it's put together, and I like the way it feels. And also, I like the way it shoots when I'm shooting it. It's been a while since I shot iron sights, guys, so we'll go over the targets and stuff and we'll kind of see how that went. But the other thing, guys, is that it was misfiring, and I figured out what was happening with that. So this mechanism here that is the brake of the barrel, this part right here, inside of here, whatever spring they put is now worn, or it's not latching properly. So I had to put a spring in here to help me to keep it closed, because every time I shoot it, the barrel is now popping open, or it's popping open like that. And so that's what the misfire, I guess the CO2 is blowing it, and it blows it apart. So now, guys, it has worn. So it's just, sometimes it's just not, it's not as reliable now. I've had this gun for almost 4 years, and I've shot it a lot. So I think it's time to probably get another one, because one good thing about this particular gun, guys, it's a good gun. It's reasonably priced, one of the most reasonably priced air pistols that you can buy, and it's great. I like it, but just those are some of the things with it. So, guys, this pistol, shooting it for the first time, it's a pistol that I got off of Amazon, well, which is the Isaazon multi-shot pistol, which is it's a PP02-4.5 that looks like, guys, and reminds us of the Artemis CP400, and pretty much identical guns, guys. I don't have one of those, so I can't really speak on that one. But this one, guys, I like the construction on it, and you know, even in the reasonable price, of course. But all metal. All of this is metal. All of this is metal. This is not. I don't think this is metal, but it feels like it's metal. And I could be wrong, guys. But I think it's the same situation as. No, I think it's metal, guys. I don't know. So, but anyway, this gun and the way it's put together, I think the Crosman Vigilante could take some cues from, at least in terms of the handle mechanism. Before I get to that, guys, though, this the CO2 and the screw piercing, you know, it's fine. You know, we sometimes we have guns that have hex. This one here requires a screwdriver in order to pierce it. I don't, you know, I'd rather, if you're gonna make a gun, go ahead and, you know, put the mechanism for twist on it. If you got these twists, the gun comes with like 2 extra twists, I guess, in case this one breaks. It's probably cheaply made. So, but if you're gonna send the 2, you might as well take it and use this as a piercer. That's the only thing I didn't like about that part. Okay, so this one is easily fitted together, guys. But when it does, and it's almost seamless, it really feels good. So the parts that fit together as so, and then you take your screw and you put it in here like that. Once it's in, guys, it's just a solid fit. So I really do like that, as compared to the Vigilante, because there's no, see how solid that is. This one looks solid, but even the feel on this one, it just feels, they got a little textured grip, but you can hear the clanging of that. Nothing. You don't, you know, for the rattling you hear is the screw down here, but it's solid. That, I really like that. I found that when I shot it, that's what I like. What I don't like is, I would prefer this thing to be a little more power to it, and also I would prefer that it would have a little more weight to it. It's not a lot of weight to this gun. It's a little more weight to this one. Not as much. And the lightweight guns are fine, guys. It's just that I prefer a heavier weight gun because I'm a bigger guy. But I've always said that in my videos, but I like the structure of this gun and the way it's put together. And it doesn't look cheap, doesn't feel cheap, all of that, guys. So let's go over the results of some of the shooting. Okay, so guys, first shooting I did was on this target. And I was trying to see, where this thing was in terms of iron sights and how it would group without adjustment, guys. I didn't adjust the iron sights, guys, because I like the adjustment. The fact that you can adjust these two guns, you're not able to adjust this gun. So it doesn't have an adjustment that I can tell. I can't figure. It looks like it would be adjustable, the rear sight, but it's in front sight is fixed. But this one looks like it would be adjustable, but I don't think it is. So to be fair, guys, I didn't do any adjustment to the sights because I hadn't really used the sights on any of my guns, guys. They're just, when they come set as is, because I usually put some type of optic on the sights because of my eyesight and can't see. It's been that way because I wear glasses. So I just went on and utilized it pretty much as is. So anyway, these were the results. So with the results, guys, I first shot the Beeman P17, guys. That's indicated up here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did 5 or 6 shots, and this is about what the grouping was. There was a spread here, and I had a flyer here. That was that on the Beeman P17. And so when I switched over to next was the Crosman, I did the same order for all of the guns. So with the Crosman Vigilante, the grouping was a bit better up in this area. Just one a little bit off over here. And so I could live with that, guys. This was just myself first shooting to see what it was doing. So, with the indication here and here, it was enough on target for me to just test it out and see. So then when it comes down here to the Isaazon PP02, that flyer here, and this is my grouping here. So, it's fairly, all 3 guns group pretty much similar. I think in terms of a spread, this is larger than a quarter, guys. But the concentration areas, when they did line up and shoot, they were, I would say maybe a nickel size spread, maybe closer to yeah, I would say a nickel for the group pellets. So next, guys, I decided to try to group on smaller targets to see, what I would get. So with the Beeman P17, this was the result here. Pellets kind of spread, guys. I did 5, either 5 or 6 shots. I believe I shot 5 on target, and this is the spread I got on this particular shooting. Okay, so when I switched to the Crosman Vigilante, it was still, this is what I got here. Didn't get one. I got one close to on target, but the rest were off. I don't know. Maybe it is a sight adjustment issue. I'm not sure. But when I got to the Isaazon, guys, this was the grouping that I got. I got 1 on target. These are like off target, but they group better than the other 2 pistols. and I was shooting from a bench. Could be also elevation, in which the angle that I was shooting, I'm not too sure. But yeah, pretty much, because we're going to come to a target that kind of shows a difference in terms of the level in which I was shooting off the bench rest that I had. So this is the Beeman P17. So these shots, guys, I was just kind of trying to come down the target, and this is what I got with that. So when I got to the indication of this, guys, on the pistols, I figured that it was the positioning, which the way I was shooting from the top to the bottom, or the area that I was shooting, based on my rest and how it was set up. So that's that one. This is the Vigilante. So had a little more luck with the Vigilante on this one, guys. Right here and here. At least it was on target with this gun. So could be just my shooting, guys, but all of this was off of a bench. I was more satisfied with the result of that. And even this one, guys, this gun, the Artemis clone, I would call it. That's my nickname for it. It was shooting pretty well, actually, better than I thought it would. And also, it ended up, in the end of the day, being better than all three. Go figure. Okay, guys, so once I decided that I understood that it was the way my bench was set up, guys, I went on and decided to let's go ahead and hone in on just one target. So this is the result I got with the Beeman P17. So yeah, it was a better result once I decided that it was the way I was shooting off that bench. So we concentrate on one target, and the target which was more in line of the bench in my hand. So that was the result. So I was pleased with that for the Beeman. Then I don't know, guys. When I switched to the Vigilante, this is the results. So I know this is when I discovered that I had the misfires too, guys. So when I had the misfire, I don't know what the rest of this could have been. Misfire here. So I'm thinking that this was going to be more what the grouping was going to end up being. But I did have the misfire. So we had this one come down to here. So I know this gun shoots better than what it is, and I know it groups pretty well, or it has in the past. But with that mechanism popping open, it was giving me trouble. So finally, guys, with the Isaazon that I got from Amazon, the Artemis clone, or Artemis CP400 clone, I'm going to call that for now. This is the result here on target. So same situation, decided to focus on one target off the bench, knowing that my hand was aligned with the bench and I could shoot. So not too bad, not unpleased with that. So I'm gonna wrap this up, guys, now and tell you a little bit, and we're gonna go ahead and close. Okay, so guys, this shoot that I did today was just me primarily wanting to test out this new gun. This is the Isaazon PP02 Artemis CP400, as far as I'm concerned, clone. Yeah, I like this gun, guys. The reasonable price of it, just as the reasonable prices of these two guns. They're both reasonable, and I would say anywhere between under $50, $60-ish dollars, guys. At least when I bought them, they were under 50. The Beeman P17 and the Crosman Vigilante. So budget friendly guns, guys, that I really liked. And this one here is no exception, because it had some pretty good groupings once it got going, and I like the fit and finish. So yeah, guys, if you can go find one, pick it up. I think it's worth a try anyway. The hammer on this thing, guys, in terms of single action, is non-functioning, but every time you shoot, it will cock back. The thing I didn't like, guys, is this has a really long trigger pull, too long, so I don't know if anybody knows how to adjust it, or you can adjust it. It's possible. I've seen guys adjust triggers on a lot of their guns, but it could use some adjustment. Power wise, guys, surprisingly, that was the part that before I close out, I want to talk about. So okay, guys, so my chrono was acting up, so I didn't deal with that. So this is what I call it a poor man's chrono, guys. You just take a block of wood and you shoot the wood and see the depth of how the pellet or the BB goes into the wood. So with this one, guys, each one stuck, as you can see. This is lesser power, so I don't know if you can see the profile, it's higher than the other two. I don't know what the stated FPS is on. I know the stated FPS is 300 on this one, and I believe the stated FPS on the Crosman Vigilante was 365. Maybe, don't quote me. And I can't remember what the Beeman P17 stated FPS is, guys, but this is what the damage was done. So, yeah, if it sticks in the wood, guys, if I'm not wrong, there's a video that the guy did this, and this is where I got it, and I've always tested it ever since I watched that video. I think he says, in order for the gun, the projectile to stick in the wood, it has to be shooting at least 350 FPS. So yeah, even though this Isaazon is, or maybe 300 FPS, is rated at 300 FPS, guys, it still pushed through the wood. So that was good. Okay, so another way to do a penetration test, guys, is to use a phone book. This is a thinner one. I usually shoot through the thicker ones, but this one worked. Each one came through. This is the Beeman P17. This is the Crosman Vigilante one here. It landed here. The Beeman landed here, and the Isaazon landed here, guys. And the penetration of this, guys, surprisingly, and nothing went all the way through, guys. So the pellets all stopped. The pellet fell out of this one, but according to how I went through the pages of this, guys, in this case, guys, I think the Isaazon is the winner, which was surprising to me because it's supposed to be a lesser power gun, but it did penetrate further than the other two pistols. Yeah, so and I was surprised that the Crosman Vigilante didn't go as well, because this is where it is. I can still feel the pellet, nothing broke. But here you can see where the Beeman did break through. It might have gone and done as much damage as as the Isaazon. No. So I'm gonna go to this page, guys. So this page is page 131. It's 131. So it did break through, whereas the Crosman stopped. It pretty much, this is where it just kind of dented, it hit, but this one broke through in terms of there. I can see a little cut right there underneath, right there, guys. So I'd say that was the winner. That Isaazon was the winner. I don't know. It'd be good if I can get my crawny going to really see what the FPS is of this gun and the other guns as well. So that might be at another date, guys. So anyway, guys, I'm starting to ramble. Just want to go ahead and wrap this video up, guys, for my airgun companion that you see in the background. Hip shot, guys, you know the drill and you know the deal. So for us, guys, we are